Welcome to our training on how to manage your KDLA grant using Submittable. I am Dena Ratliff Warren, the grant administrator for KDLA, and I will be your trainer today. The main goal of today's training is to provide some information on the grants management system called Submittable and how it can be used to help you manage your KDLA grant. KDLA uses a grants management system to manage all of our grant projects. The portal also provides applicants with a dashboard to access your grant applications and manage your projects once they are awarded. To access Submittable, you'll need to go to https://kdla.submittable.com/submit. Once you reach the KDLA grant portal, you'll need to click on View Your Submissions at the top right of your screen to log into your account and the dashboard. Submittable works like most applications. You'll need to enter your username and password information to log into your account, and the username should be your work email. If you are having trouble signing in, try selecting Forgot Password and then reset your password. If you do not receive a password reset email, you'll need to check your spam folder for the following email, notifications@email.submittable.com. And also, you'll want to make sure that you are using browsers that are updated with the most recent version. If you're still unable to reset your password, please contact support@submittable.com. Unfortunately, KDLA does not have access to password information and cannot provide login assistance. So once you've logged into your account, you can manage your account information by selecting the drop-down arrow on the top right hand of your screen and then select Settings. In your Personal Settings page, you can change your password and set preferences for email notifications. You will want to make sure that you select Yes to receive email notifications and updates about your grant projects. Once you are done customizing your settings, make sure that you save those settings, and then you'll need to go back to Submissions to go back to the home page of your account. Here you will see a list of your grant applications and the status of each application. The status may indicate that the application is still in draft stage or it has been accepted, which means that KDLA received your application and is reviewing it. In progress means that the application was awarded and the project is underway. Denied means the application was not awarded. Withdrawn means the application was withdrawn either by the organization or by KDLA. And completed means that all activities have been completed and the grant project has been closed. All grant projects that your organization applies for will remain in your dashboard unless you delete them. I would highly recommend you do not delete projects for future reference. To view the application and reports associated with a particular grant, you'll need to click on the name of the project in the Submissions column. So once you have selected the project name, you will see several tabs on the middle of the screen. Under the Activity tab, you can see all of the correspondence and activity that is associated with the grant. This can serve as a quick reminder of what has been completed on the grant, and it can remind you of the messages that you have sent or received. Under the Messages tab, you can send, reply to, and create new messages. We highly encourage you to use the messaging application to communicate with KDLA regarding your grant, as this will tie all activities and communication to your project. The messaging application works just like email. To send a message, select New Message and enter the subject and a brief message. Select Attach File and select Documents you need to send. Then select Send. We request that communication about the grant be done through Submittable messaging application, as again, it ties all communication about the project to these files. We also ask that if you need to send important documents such as receipts, transcripts, budgets, and other documents that pertain to your grant, that you use the Submittable messaging application. This will then tie your documents to your project and will help with record keeping. Submittable will save all correspondence that you send to KDLA, and when KDLA responds, you will receive an email in your regular email inbox that looks similar to the message on the slide. The message will show that it is coming from Submittable, and from that email, you can select Reply, View Submission, or View Email to reply to the message. You will be directed to log into Submittable account, where you can then go to the Messaging tab and respond to the email if necessary. So let's move on to the Forms tab. All applications and reports can be found by selecting the Forms tab. The initial form is the grant application that your organization submitted to KDLA. It can be opened by selecting the drop-down arrow next to the form. Pending reports that need to be filled out can be accessed under Additional Forms. To complete a report, you'll need to select Open next to the form that you need to complete and then begin filling out the electronic report form. So once you're completed, make sure you select Submit at the end of the form. Submittable will save a draft of the form, so if you aren't able to finish in one setting, you can go back to it at a later time. If another person needs to help fill out a report form, such as a bookkeeper or an accountant, you can add them to the report by selecting Manage Collaborators at the top right and follow the directions. We ask that you don't share your passwords with other people. To add a collaborator, simply enter the email address of the person who needs to help complete the report and then select Invite. That person will receive an email invite with a link that will direct them to Submittable to work on the form. Once you are done with the form, if you want to view a final copy of it that you have submitted, you can return to the Forms tab and scroll past the additional forms to the bottom of the page. And under the title column, a list of completed forms is displayed. This list is displayed by the date the report was submitted. The form can then be viewed by clicking on the underlined link, and you can download as a PDF. The Notes tab is designed to help you manage your grant. KDLA does not have access to this information. This is simply just for you to help you with your project. Under the Note tab, you can enter notes or reminders about your project timelines. You can upload photos or videos of the project. And this can be very helpful if you have to transfer the ownership of the project to somebody else. In the event that you need to transfer ownership of the project to another staff member, simply select the Transfer Ownership link on the far right top of the screen and follow the directions. You'll need to enter the name and email address of the person who you need to transfer the project to. They will then receive an email invite to accept ownership of the project. If you have trouble transferring the project to another person, please reach out to us at KDLA. We would be glad to help you with this. I am available to help you with Submittable and filling out your forms during office hours. However, I do not have control over technical issues. For technical assistance with your Submittable account, you'll need to click on the orange circle on your screen with the magnifying glass located at the bottom of any Submittable page in your account. You can enter search topics in the Search for Help field to access documents and videos pertaining to Submittable. You can also select Technical Support for Applicants to open up a help desk with frequently asked questions. To close the help desk, you'll need to click on the orange drop-down arrow. You can also contact Submittable by selecting Messages and entering your message in the field. Submittable usually responds within 2 hours during business hours. This completes the training on managing your KDLA grant through Submittable. If you have any questions regarding Submittable or your grant project, please reach out to me through email at kdla.librarygrants@ky.gov or call me at 502-564-6152.